Morning and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2009 Mitsubishi Triton glx-r utility today. Fairly exciting to do a video of this car for a 2009 model under 50,000 kilometres. We commence at the front of the car. Notice it's fitted with the nudge bar. It has had a bonnet protector at some stage, which we will actually add one to this car. A couple of minor little touch-ups required on the bonnet, but overall condition of the car outstanding. 17-inch factory alloy wheels with near new tyres, 4x4 of course, being the glx-r, side step standard, chrome outer door handles. You notice the chrome exterior mirrors as well, just sets it above the standard model. And as we scan down the driver's side of the car, you look at the condition of the Juco, in really good order. Very hard to detect any marks on the car, and being a black car in particular, presents in really good order. As we come around to the back of the car, tailgate presents beautifully. It hasn't done a lot of work, this car. All of the chrome badging running through the tailgate. The detail is probably a little bit lazy, just a little bit of polish left on the car from when it was initially cleaned. On the passenger side as we come down now, a few minor marks, but obviously they just rub off. A couple of scratches there on the top of the tub. To be expected, being a workman's ute. Little minor mark has been touched up there, but overall for a workhorse, in fairly good order. The alloy wheels are unscuffed, so no marks on the alloys. The left-hand rear door, once again, and I'm being fairly particular, a couple of minor little touch-ups there as well, but overall condition in really good order. Considering it's a 2009 model, the presentation of this car is really good. Minor mark there on the pillar as well. Don't know if that'll polish off, but like to highlight those things so that you're very aware of exactly what you're looking at. Under the bonnet now, let's talk about performance. Simple release just above the star there. Grab our bonnet rod and just lock it into place. Powered by a 2.5 litre intercooled turbo diesel motor. It's going to deliver you 131 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque. But at the same time, really important to note, 9.6 litres combined per 100 k's. So it's super economy for a workhorse. It's going to give you the power and the grunt that you want. Back around to the tailgate now. Just another thing with the glx-r, you've got the rear step as well. No tow bar fitted to this car, but we're going to be happily able to facilitate that for only $985. Genuine, guaranteed for 3 years. Notice he's fitted with the factory tub liner, and obviously not a lot of work has occurred with this particular ute. Apart from those minor few cosmetic little scratches on the top of the edges of the tub, you look at the tub liner itself, hardly been used. As I mentioned earlier, under 50,000 k's. It's really good. So here we are inside the Triton now. We'll run through all of the features. Fairly straightforward kind of setup in the Triton, which is good. Starting on the driver's armrest, all of our controls for our power windows. Also a button there to isolate all of the other windows if you don't want the kidleys, or the apprentice for that matter, opening and closing the windows randomly. Just up in front of that, below the air conditioning vent, our controls for our exterior mirrors, a button to turn the stability control off if you need to. Then we move to our steering wheel, which is adjustable in height, so we can set ourselves up where we're nice and comfy, ready to go. Lock it into position. Leather wrapped steering wheel, our buttons for our factory cruise control, all of our audio controls to our left hand side. Move into the center section now. Obviously we have a fair bit of information that we can feed through the little computer here. Gives us a range to empty, average speed, outside temperature, elevation from sea level, barometer, basically all the info that you need at your fingertips, and then obviously audio as well. Directly below we've got all of our air conditioning and heating controls. We've got the air conditioning running, we've got the car running, and even though it's a diesel, can we detect any noise? No, quiet cars, which is really good. Just our main control panel for our audio there as well. In the event that you want to avoid theft with your audio, we can actually release that little button there, and it takes that main audio control out. You can pop it in the glove box when you're not in the car. Just, if a thief was considering stealing it, they'd go, oh, what's the point? Down below that, 12-volt outlet. Being the glx-r, our rear window is electric, so a simple push of the button, which we can scan around to that window, opens it completely. Really good if you've got the dog in the back. Probably don't want to have it all the way down in case the dog jumps out the window, but depending on what size the dog is, I suppose. Our T-bar, just a normal auto. Put it into drive, away we go. If you want to drive it in performance mode, we can, and just change manually through the gears. Obviously, glx-r 4x4, we've got our 4x4 control stick there as well, just to move between two-wheel, four-wheel drive, depending on the circumstances where you're driving. Cup holders directly behind that. Our handbrake is standard. And then inside our console here, we do have auxiliary inputs. There is also another 12-volt outlet there as well. Don't know if you can see that in the video, but you've got all those controls there too. Another little storage tray just in the top as well, just to put the odd coins and things. Is fitted with a dash mat. You know, welcome back to the 70s, really. I don't know that I see these very often, but hey, they obviously wanted to protect the dashboard. You notice there is a cutaway there, just so that in the event that the airbags had to deploy, there's no restriction. Speaking of airbags, it does have 6 airbags, this car, front side curtain airbags, 4-star ANCAP safety rating. The only reason it's not 5-star is because of the steel bonnet and the nudge bar. As we mentioned earlier, the really attractive thing about this car is its mileage. Only 48,719 kilometres. Privately owned car from new. The people lived in Gippsland. We just go back to the service books. Down Gippsland Way, the destination to service your car is the Mitsubishi dealer, obviously. Don't want to advertise them too much because you need to come to Berwick Mitsubishi. Every service stamped as per the handbook from new right up to the current service, which was done in August 2014. And although it's only done about 2,000 Ks since, we've also gone to the extra step of doing an intermediate service on the car as well. So you notice up here on the windscreen, tells you when the next service is due. And whilst we're up here, you notice Bluetooth as well. So overall, we'll just scan around the interior now as well. Just have a look at the seats, carpets, does have factory car mats as well. Honestly, this car presents like new. On the inside, you'd actually say to yourself, really? Has it done 48,000 Ks? I don't think so. So just in summary, few important things just to recap on. 131 kilowatts of power, 400 Newton meters of torque, 9.6 litres combined per 100 Ks, 6 airbags, under 50,000 kilometres. For a 2009 model, you're not going to see a better example. Hope we've given you a really good idea of the quality of this car this morning. Feel free to give us a call on 9907 0555. Thanks.